All right, we're just a few days away from Earth Day, and in honor of going green, 10 on your side's Melanie Woodrow is back with this month's installment of Healthy in Hampton Roads. Welcome back.
Well, hello there, Carrie. So community gardens are a great way to promote sustainability. They are fun, economical, and as I discovered, accessible to just about anyone. The folks over at 5 Points Community Garden in Norfolk are educating others about gardening, making them healthy in Hampton Roads. Whether you have a green thumb,
I could be having a stressful day at work, and when I get out here, within minutes, I'm completely relaxed.
or you're just green when it comes to gardening.
I've got this guy.
Okay.
You're going to have to show me how to use this.
A community garden can be a great place to grow.
Our garden doesn't have fences for a reason. We want the community to feel engaged and to feel like they can come in and ask questions.
Susie Stelmazek was more than happy to answer all of mine, like why community gardening helps the environment.
Here, this time of year, your tomatoes are coming from Florida or California, and we're paying for the gas for that.
And how the garden gives back.
This is the bed I'm most excited about. In this bed, we grow produce for nonprofit organizations.
I was sold, but Susie had one final pitch.
It's really gratifying to be able to pull a carrot out of the ground and know that you grow it. And
So I called the garden guy. That's my nickname for Eric Stormer, horticulture extension agent for the Virginia Cooperative Extension. Part of Eric's job includes educating newbies like me.
Whenever you can, you want to get the weeds out, and you need to remove the weeds by the root as much as possible.
Oh, I nearly took out the camera lens. Then Eric showed me how to turn the soil. Well, actually, he told me.
I didn't bring a shovel. I don't know.
I learned my tomatoes, peppers, and beans need space.
So just gently fill in. When you're about halfway full, when the hole's about halfway full, you want to water it.
They also need a little bit of lime to balance the soil's pH and fertilizer to grow. The more work I did, the more excited I got about growing my own food.
I'm excited for you. I love it. I mean, I've seen kids come out here who didn't know what a potato was and pulled one out of the ground, and their eyes almost popped out of their heads. Like, this comes out of the ground. I mean, it's such an amazing thing to see that someone make that connection for the first time.
No matter how old that someone might be.
And I won't give my age today, but it's good to finally get out there, and I did really enjoy it. So my new friend Eric Stormer is here again to talk about how basically anybody could create a community garden even within a pot.
Certainly, anything is possible. This is a great idea. What we have today is a couple of different containers. Melanie's been working diligently on getting her vegetables in. What we have here is a plastic pot, which is great because it's going to absorb some of the heat from the sun. It's a dark color. It's going to warm your soil, so that's wonderful because we need that. It's going to absorb and also hold moisture very readily. We got some tomatoes. This is a Juliet tomato. This is a salad tomato. It's considered also a grape tomato. A little bit different from your cherry tomatoes. It actually produces a lot of sugar. It's an indeterminate variety, so it's going to grow all season until it's cut down by frost.
Which is why we staked it. And
Yes,
we'll get to that in a
yes.
moment. I want to talk to folks, too, about the fact that we put pine cones at the bottom, which is
Indeed.
a sustainable option, and tell everybody why we want to put something at the bottom, how that helps with drainage.
Well, we need to make sure that the drain holes aren't plugged, basically. So this is a great material. It's a lot of peat moss. It's got some perlite in it. It improves your drainage and your airflow, but it also can clog up the small drainage holes. So the purpose of this is to actually prevent those holes from being clogged and ensure you have appropriate drainage. And that's the big thing. We also have a few beans that we're going to plant in here. This is a bush bean, and you could probably get a few different crops, and we'll just put them about a ½ inch deep in each container. And we'll simply water these in if you want to do that right now.
Yeah, sure.
A little bit of moisture is a good idea, and keeping the plant evenly moist will ensure that it grows and it doesn't drop any buds, and you'll get better fruit set that way.
All right, so we're running a little tight on time, so I just want to get over here. So I'm going to put in one of our leftover peppers that we had, and
Sure.
I would want to dig, I know, a little bit of a hole here. How deep do we want to go?
Oh, probably you could plant that as much as 1 inch deeper than it was in the surface when you got it. Either that or just plant it at the surface level will be fine. This isn't going to get probably, easily 2 feet, maybe 3 feet tall if it has a long enough growing season. These are both actually tropical perennial plants, so they would grow indefinitely if we didn't get any cold weather, and that would turn into a small shrub if it was given enough time.
All right, terrific. I will put these outside of the station, and that way
Okay.
I'll be able to keep an eye on them.
Sounds great.
All right, very excited about all of this. So the 5 Points Community Garden still has plots available to lease. They're always looking for volunteers to help work on the community beds. And you can even just stop by and take some mint from the herb garden. They have a lot of mint, actually. So we're putting all of the resources and contact information on our website, and that way you can find a community garden where you live. Happy gardening, and we will see you on the next Healthy in Hampton Roads.